Ali fled Iraq in the early 1990s after Saddam Hussein was allowed by the George H.W. Bush administration to crush the Shiite rebellion in the south of Iraq. He and his family flee to Canada. He gets Canadian citizenship. He then returns to Iraq after Bush invades and is participating in the occupation, working for the United States. So he's going to be the new face of Washington's crackdown on contractors, while the Blackwater men who fired those shots at Nicer Square, the guy alleged to have killed the Iraqi bodyguard, the people involved with the 5 or 6 other deadly incidents over the past year that the Iraqi government alleges Blackwater's engaged in, those people walk around free individuals. The other issue here is that this Iraqi-Canadian contractor is being put through the military justice system. This did not come from the United States Justice Department. On March 10th, Secretary Robert Gates, Bush's defense secretary, released a memo asserting greater authority of the military to court-martial contractors. This stems from a 2006 amendment, as you said earlier, that sort of broadened the powers of the military to go after contractors. March 10th, Gates asserts it. By March 27th, we have the first case, which is against this Iraqi-Canadian. In that memo, though, Gates said that first the Justice Department will be consulted and given the opportunity to prosecute these individuals. So presumably, according to Gates's memo, he would have gone to the Justice Department, and if he followed all the procedures, the Justice Department said, we're not going to move on this. That's the real important point here. We can talk about Blackwater's misconduct in Iraq, potentially criminal activity in the eyes of the military, but the reality is that this is an enforcement-free zone. Impunity and immunity are wed together. The Bush Justice Department has never gone after these guys, and it won't. Scott Horton, who you've had on the show here, lawyer, lecturer at Columbia Law School, says these guys could clearly be tried under the War Crimes Act in the United States. Come on, the Bush administration is not going to go after its politically connected companies, the mercenaries at the vanguard of the operation. So the reality is now that these guys operate in this Wild West atmosphere, and the first person to go down under their new system, ironically, is an Iraqi-Canadian contractor.
And when is the government report going to come out on Nicer Square?
Well, we don't know.
FBI
I mean, it's yeah, it could come out anytime. I mean, or it could come out years from now. I mean, we don't know. I think that we could potentially see a token prosecution of someone from Blackwater at some point. This isn't going to hurt the company's business, though. The business has never been better for Blackwater.
We're going to leave it there. Jeremy Scahill, author of the best-selling book Blackwater, The Rise of the World's Most Powerful Mercenary Army, Democracy Now! Correspondent, writer for The Nation, Puffin Fellow. His latest piece came out last night on The Nation's website called Contract Justice. This is Democracy Now!, democracynow.org, The War and Peace Report. When we come back from break, Isabel Allende joins us. Stay with us. The people of Baghdad, here on Democracy Now!, democracynow.org, The War and Peace Report. I'm Amy Goodman. We're broadcasting